Hi Aquarius, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com, and this is your monthly forecast for November 2012. Aquarians, we start this month with quite an exciting planetary movements that are happening. We have a Sun that is active, we have Venus that is also active, we have a Uranus, Mars, we have two eclipses, we have a solar and a lunar eclipse, and we have a Mercury retrograde. I must say the planets seem to be having a ball this month. We have a Uranus and a Venus clash as soon as the month begins, indicating that there could be some amount of need for freedom to be with people who are eccentric, who are individuals in their own right, who are unconventional, and you're going to be really drawn to unconventionality at this point of time, Aquarians. I think there is just an inherent need to be free. That is what this month is all about you. I think a lot of you are going to be relating a lot to people who speak and who feel the same language of freedom. Now, there could be some amount of unpredictability. Uranus does that. There could be a lot of unpredictability. In fact, and you may just make some very sudden plans. You may just meet this very exciting person. You may just decide to take off with this person for a holiday. You may have a very sudden chance encounter with somebody and you may just get along house on fire. There could be a very short, sweet, quick romance as well for those of you who are single. So nice, it all looks good. However, we have Mercury and that's going retrograde between the 6th and the 26th. And like the Mercury retrograde, not a great time to travel or to plan travel. The plans could go awry, flights could get cancelled, changed last minute, a lot of frustration, delays. Communication gets vastly affected by a retrograde, and it could also do with your SMSs, your emails. Ensure that everything is detailed out quite well, Aquarians. Try not to sort of leave things to imagination and think that the other person on the other side is going to sort of read between the lines and figure it as to what it is that you're trying to say. So be as clear and as precise as possible. Also, during a retrograde, it's always wise not to buy a heavy ticket electronic gadget, especially. Yes, and it is always wise. Also, during a retrograde, it's not wise to buy an expensive electronic big ticket item. And if you must, like I always say, there is a retrograde and there is a reality. And for those of you who must simply buy this, ensure that you have all the receipts, the return policies. Some of you may go back and look for an exchange post the retrograde. So just be watchful over there. I think it's a brilliant time, however, to sit and plan. It's a brilliant time to sit in research but not implement as such. We also have a lovely solar eclipse, and that is going to be highlighting your 10th house, and this happens in Scorpio. And the solar eclipse is going to make you think about your authority, your reputation at work, how it is that you're perceived, what it is that people think of you, where is it that you want to go ahead, what it is that you want to make of yourself. This also speaks for some of you, especially whose ascendant also is there in Aquarius. It speaks of accolade, it speaks of recognition, it speaks of promotion, it also speaks of a small salary hike. So yippee, it seems like a good time. However, you need to stay focused, Aquarians. We have a Neptune that is going direct in your second house of earned income, and Neptune is a planet of creativity, is a planet of inspiration, compassion and sacrifice. Also, Neptune, during a Neptunian transit, there are indications that you can't really see very clearly. It's like a hazy curtain that is there in front of you. So try to be careful over there and try not to commit or try not to sort of sign up for something for which you may not be ready as of now. Stay focused, stay calm, stick to your goal. Try not to get too carried away by illusions of grandeur or some grand plans that you think could get executed and could yield success just like that. No, it's not going to be happening that simply. However, we have a lovely lunar eclipse on the 28th in Gemini, and this is going to be happening in your fifth house. That's so wonderful. Fifth house is about love, romance, it's about children, it's about creativity. So the planets are saying that yes, there is some amount of stress, there is some amount of challenges, but please remember to have fun. Remember to spend time with your family, go out with your friends, take that much needed break, pamper yourself, be good to yourself, Aquarians, this month. So overall, a lovely month for you, Aquarians. Stay fluid. Try not to get into power struggles. Try not to get into control mode. Just flow with the tide. Just be as it is. Have a lovely November and have a beautiful and a prosperous Diwali as well. I'll see you in December and thank you so much for watching.